Okay, I want to show you another trick about typing math in the discussion forum post. I have seen on occasion people try to do this, x2, where what they really mean is x squared. Well, x2 is not x squared, so I will not accept that. If you've already done that in a post, it's okay. I'm not going to be real picky on this first go round, but beginning on our next week's forums, I will be extremely picky. So let's look at ways that you can express that x squared. You can do x up caret 2 if you are in a text editor that does not have any kind of advanced features. Like, for example, if you email me from certain places, I'm not sure where, I don't know if it's coming from a Moodle message or what, but sometimes it comes into my email in a format that will not let me use any editing features to return. So I would have to tell you something like this x caret 2 to be able to say x squared. However, in the Moodle editor here, the Moodle dialog box for our discussion forums right here, we can do better than that. Look down here and see the use advanced editor and click that. Now, most of the other math features in the Moodle editor do not work and are not worth your effort trying to do. But just this one little thing of doing your exponents correctly will make a big difference. Okay, so now we see that the editor has come back with all these different features here. Now notice I lost everything I had down in here. So don't do a whole bunch and then decide to use advanced editor. You're going to lose everything you had. At least copy it so you can paste it back in. But now I've got all these different buttons here, and I will tell you this particular, the math function is not very good at all. So you will not fool with most of theirs. I'm not even sure which one it is. Um, but now if you want to do x squared, it just takes a few simple steps. You would type x, then go to the superscript, turn it on, and you'll notice that the cursor moved up a little bit here. Type the 2, or whatever the exponent is, and then turn off the superscript. So, for example, if I wanted b squared, I would do b, turn on the superscript, do squared, turn it off. What if I was going to type b squared minus 4ac? You may remember that from the quadratic formula. If I do b superscript squared and then do minus 4ac, you can see what happened. Because I did not turn off the superscript up here, everything ended up in the exponent. So what I do to do that correctly would be b, turn on the superscript, 2, turn off the superscript, and then minus 4ac. I think I put spaces in there to make the read better. And there I would have it. Likewise, you can use the subscript button, say for example, thinking of things like the distance formula and the midpoint formula and such, where sometimes we want to identify the x value that goes with point 1, and we would type x sub 1. To do that, we do x subscript, put in the number we want, and then turn off the subscript. Let's see, let's take a look at what our other features are up here. This square root right here, I believe, is the math function that we don't even want to fool with. Okay, depending on how your computer is configured, you may or may not come up with some sort of message like this, but it's called the Drag Math Equation Editor. Don't waste your time fooling with it, unless you have some greater insight than I do. If you're able to make it work, please let me know. The other button that you might use here is this omega symbol, the Greek letter omega, and see how it says insert special character? It will give us a list of characters that you might use, such as here's a less than, a greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, plus or minus, divide, degree symbol. You know, you could just float around through here for pretty much everything you need. There's a square root symbol right there. There's infinity. You know, like I said, it's various symbols that you might need in typing your answers. Again, I still think the easiest thing is to handwrite and post your picture, and um, that way you don't have to spend so much time typing the math. But if you're going to type it, you must use this um, exponent feature here, and you must use any symbols that you can access here in the Omega just to help make it more readable for all of us.